everybody, and welcome to Horror Soup. I am Caleb, and I'm sitting here with Bree.
What's up, guys?
Welcome to another episode of True Crime Thursday. This is episode 3? Yes, 3.
It's episode 3. It's my turn.
Bree's turn to narrate, so I'm going to sit back here, and I'm going to let her do all the work.
He's going to stare at me with his caterpillar eyebrows. So, yeah, there it is. Anyways.
I just got complimented on my caterpillars last night, all right?
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did.
Wow, from who?
My
grandma?
hairstylist. She was like, hey, you got really nice eyebrows. And I was like, hey, they're really big. And she was like, you know what? It's better than not having eyebrows because I know people that hate their faces because of their eyebrows. But then she's like, you know what? But then I see people with big eyebrows and they're like, I hate my eyebrows. And she's like, oh, you could have bigger fish to fry. You could hate your whole face because of your eyebrows. So I was like, you know what?
I hate my whole face anyways.
I hate your whole face too.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't?
It's a travesty.
Okay, guys, so today we are going to be talking about, and some of you guys might have heard of her. Her name is Gertrude Baniszewski. I think
so you don't even know how to pronounce it?
I think I'm pronouncing it right.
Throw this case out the fucking
I think I'm pronouncing it right. But yeah.
I don't know who this chick is.
Yeah.
I've actually never heard of her.
I heard of her from Bailey. Well, actually, I had watched, I think there's like 2 movies out there about this, like based around this case, and I watched a movie about this like a really long time ago.
Do you know what it's called?
It was called The Girl Next Door, I think. I think it was loosely based off of this.
This girl cannot be a girl next door because I looked at her pictures and she is.
No, not her. About the.
The victim. Spoilers.
The victim. Yeah.
I guess. I actually know nothing about this. I didn't want to look anything up about it. I want Bree to surprise me.
It's a fucking doozy. I don't know if any of you have heard of this, but I heard of it from Bailey Sarian, and also I had watched a movie.
The fuck is Bailey Sarian?
She's
radio?
a YouTuber. Dude, she's a YouTuber, and
is that makeup chick?
She talks about true crime, and then she does her makeup. It's fucking amazing. She's my mother and also my wife. Incest. Anyways, Gertrude was born on September 19th, 1929 in Indianapolis, Indiana.
Oh, so we're just getting right into this.
We're going straight in, but
okay.
We don't have time for this.
Okay, fair enough.
She is known as Gertrude Wright and the Torture Mother. Born as Gertrude Van Fossen, little can be found.
That's a bad name. That's a bad name.
Little can be found about her childhood, other than that she was really close with her father and had a rocky-ish relationship with her mother.
Okay, mommy issues.
Yeah.
Throw that in the bag.
At only 11 years old, she witnessed her father, Hugh, die of a heart attack.
Wait, she witnessed it?
Yeah, she saw it go down.
She watched all. Oh shit!
I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
that's pretty fucked.
And then, only 5 years later, she dropped out of high school at 16 years old and eloped with a man named John Baniszewski.
Oh, that's another bad name.
Yeah, it's just it gets worse.
Wait, is he a dick or is he cool?
No, he's a total dick.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, fuck his name then.
She had 4 kids with him, and later she would say that she suffered from abuse from John for the whole 10 years that they were together, and then that they eventually got divorced. A year after the divorce, she met and married a man named Edward Guthrie.
Oh my god. These are made up names.
They're not. These are real people.
No, these are not real people.
I'm using aliases.
This is fucking irresponsible.
Okay.
This is not okay.
Yeah, so they got married and that lasted for 3 months. They got divorced because
it's a very short marriage.
He was tired of her 4 kids.
Oh, well that's a good reason to divorce.
Yep. It's fucking solid, dude. I don't like your kids. I'm divorcing you.
I'm out.
Didn't you know about these 4 kids before this?
You know, I guess the other one beat her, so I guess that's a little better.
This guy beat her too, I think.
Oh, well. Yeah. Then we got another dick.
So, yeah, wouldn't you know it, Gertrude and John Baniszewski, Baniszewski.
Not a real name.
Made up and got remarried, having 2 more kids.
Oh, wait, the first guy?
The first guy that
the
beat
one
her
she
for
had
10
4
years.
Kids with.
Yeah.
They
yeah, this is fucked, dude.
Again?
This is just the tip of the fucking iceberg, man.
Well, that's fucking stupid.
This is now a total of 6 kids.
Oh my god.
6 damn ass kids.
Oh, it's too many.
Wait for it. 7 years later,
oh my god,
they divorced.
That's a whole 7 years?
I guess so.
God damn. Well, was he a dick again
They
throughout all this?
divorced in 1963. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
He was an alcoholic and mentally, verbally, and physically abusive and all this shit.
Okay.
It was terrible. Gertrude was now 37 years old and started having a relationship with a 23-year-old man named Dennis Lee Wright.
Wait, she was how old?
37.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's not a cougar because she looks awful, but...
Wait, Wait, hold on. Are you just not a cougar because you're ugly?
Yeah. Who wants a fucking ugly old woman?
I think she's still a cougar. I think that just makes her an ugly cougar, right?
Oh, I mean, I guess you're right. Anyways, this dude also abused her.
Oh, that's... Yeah. The 23-year-old?
Yeah.
Balls on him.
Yeah, I know, right?
Jesus.
She got pregnant by him twice, but miscarried one time.
Oh.
Dennis Jr. would be her last kid. So the one kid that she had from him, she named him Dennis Jr.
Okay.
Which I don't understand why if he beat the shit out of you, but whatever. In total, she had 7 children and 6 miscarriages.
Wait, 6 Wait, what year was all this?
So 1963 is when she met Dennis.
Okay.
And yeah, I don't know how long they were together, but
1960. That makes a little more sense. Miscarriages were dime a dozen.
Yeah, dime a dozen
around that time.
Baker's dozen.
Yep.
She literally had a baker's dozen.
That's a terrible joke. That's a terrible fucking joke.
I'm sorry. You know what? This lady sucks. So, okay. So shortly after her son's...
doesn't mean her kids needed just to miscarry one after another. Oh.
We'll fucking get to it. We'll fucking get to it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So shortly after her son's birth, Dennis fled the scene and straight up just disappeared, leaving Gertrude with no money and 7 kids.
I'd do the same thing, Dennis.
She mainly relied on her ex-husband, John Baniszewski, for child support and took on odd jobs around the town, such as babysitting and doing other people's laundry.
Such as being named Gertrude?
Yeah.
That's an odd job all of its own.
Yeah, I call her Gertie throughout my notes, so...
Well, you called her Gertie?
I call her Gertie throughout my notes.
Called her Girthy.
Gertrude? Girthy?
Girthy Gertrude?
So, around this time, Gertrude's health was snowballing, and she started looking like a fucking maniac.
I'm sorry, I'm really tired of hearing you say the word Gertrude. I don't fucking
You want me to say Gertie instead?
No. I'd rather
I have
not.
to use names, because, a lot of people are involved in this shit.
That's fine,
so nobody gets confused.
I'm just being a dick. I hate that name.
She just, stopped caring about her overall appearance and hygiene, making her look like a skeleton with shitty makeup on. She looks like a fucking crackhead.
Okay, that's the one thing I looked up on her. She looks fucking terrible. And also, when you were saying her overall appearance right now, I thought you were going to say she stopped caring about her overalls. I was like, oh, God. It's all going to shit.
She wore overalls. That's the case. This bitch wore overalls.
The case is that she stopped caring about the appearance of her overalls, and that's the real crime.
So yeah, now she's this is where we get to the part where she's meeting the Likens family. Okay, so in July of 1965, Gertrude was introduced to Sylvia Marie Likens and her sister Jenny.
Does she Likens the Likens family?
We'll get to that.
Oh.
She had been asked by the father, Lester Likens, to watch these 2 girls as their mother was in jail for shoplifting, and I believe their father worked at the carnival. At $20 a week, Gertrude needed the money, and she accepted. Lester didn't go inside and inspect her house at all. Inspect her house at all. If he did, he would have saw
I didn't expect this entire house.
Whoa, there's more house here.
What's this doing here?
Wait a minute. He would have seen, if he had went in and checked it out, he would have seen that the house had no stove or microwave. Gertrude didn't even have enough beds for her own 7 kids, and she only kept crackers and shit in her pantry. The house was said to have an inch thick of dirt on all the surfaces and only plates and forks and shit for 3 people.
Oh.
Yeah. So
that's unfortunate.
Both of these families were very poor. Gertrude's family and then the Likens family were pretty poor. And then there was an older sister, Diana Likens, but she was already out of the house and she got pregnant early. She wasn't there. So it was just Sylvia and Jenny.
If you can't afford forks, can you just make forks?
I mean,
is that an option at that point?
We made a spatula at my first baby shower. Do you
remember that? Yeah. I used it.
We duct taped a bunch of forks together.
We duct taped a bunch of, it was plastic knives, actually.
Oh, yeah.
It was little plastic knives. We duct taped 5 together, and that was the most difficult spatula I've ever had to use in my life.
Spatula. Okay, so the first week of Jenny and Sylvia living there went relatively well. The girls went to the same high school as Gertrude's other kids.
Okay. And
social outings and even church on Sundays. When Lester's $20 didn't come through, Gertrude had a complete bitch fit. She's gonna write a fucking letter.
Hey, $20 in 1963 or 5, whenever. It's probably about 5 or something now.
Probably. Okay. I have no fucking clue. She screamed at the girls, "I took care of you 2 bitches for nothing," making them lay down on her bed with their skirts and underwear around their ankles, beating them on the butt with a paddle.
Rude.
Yeah, very rude. Very irresponsible. Gotta catch my breath and talk a little fast. So not too long after that, I guess Gertrude's kids came up to her and told her that they were disgusted with the amount of food Sylvia was eating.
Well, that's a little rude.
For whatever reason, she gets pissed at Sylvia because she can't believe she would do something like that, and she's ruining her appearance.
Do something like what? Eat food?
Yeah.
Oh.
And this was like a lie, because there was no fucking food in the house. There was crackers and bread. She then
crackers and bread is food, right?
I mean, yeah, but like how much crackers and bread can you really eat with it being a disgusting amount? Like...
Well, I'm picturing it in my head, and you know what? It could be done.
Okay, but you know what? Okay.
I'm not saying that Gertrude and her kids are in the right.
No, they're not.
I'm saying that you can eat a disgusting amount of crackers.
No, you know what? I agree. I once ate a whole box of chicken and a biscuit crackers, and I felt disgusting about myself.
I once did that at like 3 days in a row.
Oh, yeah. Solid meals. Solid nutrients.
Hey, I like salt.
Chicken and a biscuit crackers are delicious.
Did you say chicken in a biscuit crackers?
Yeah, that's what they're called. They're like garlicky, delicious little crackers.
There's chicken inside of a biscuit inside of a cracker?
Yeah. It's a trifecta.
Wait, is this really... I've never heard of this.
They're really good. I'll buy them one day.
What the fuck even is that? What does it taste like?
I'll get them for you. They're they're like garlicky and salty. They're really good.
I'll take it.
Okay, so she then forced Sylvia to eat a hot dog piled with condiments. This made Sylvia throw up. And
Wait,
then...
there's one hot dog? What kind of condiments?
She force-fed her this hot dog just piled with, like, mayonnaise, like, everything on it, dude. Like, I read that this shit was, like, fucking chock full of just bullshit.
What the fuck?
This made Sylvia throw up, and then Gertrude made her scoop up her own vomit and eat it.
Oh! That's fucked.
After this, the girls' parents came to check up on them. The mom was out of jail and all that shit. Sylvia said nothing of this incident.
Oh, shit.
She didn't say shit.
I wouldn't either. That's traumatizing.
Okay, so this is where it gets kind of graphic. Just a little bit.
Like,
not too bad.
Like we need to give an alert graphic or like...
Maybe. No, not really.
No? Okay.
Well, you know what? Maybe. I don't know yet. We'll see.
What kind of subject is it? Like,
just some light abuse shit.
Oh, fun.
In August of 1965, Gertie overheard Sylvia talk about how she once let a boy feel her up.
Oh.
And this set her off. She began screaming at Sylvia and telling lies that she was a prostitute and that she was pregnant from letting a dude touch her vagina. That's how you get pregnant, ladies.
Wait, she started saying that someone just touched her vagina and she was pregnant?
She started saying, just because Sylvia said that she let a dude, like, feel her up, she was like, you're pregnant and you're a fucking prostitute. Like, she went fucking crazy on her.
And she started telling, like, people that...
Yeah, she told the whole house and everybody.
So everyone just looked at her and was like, oh, you're stupid.
Dude, and at the time, Gertrude's oldest daughter, I think it was either Stephanie or Paula, was, like, 17, and she was pregnant.
Okay.
So, yeah. Anyways, she then attacked Sylvia repeatedly, kicking her in the crotch.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. After this, Sylvia tried to sit down, but was thrown out of the chair by Gertrude, saying, "You ain't fit to sit in no chair."
Jesus Christ.
From here on out, it only gets worse. Sylvia needed permission to sit in a chair. Also, this is when Gertrude decided to make Sylvia a plaything.
Wait, she, like, always needed permission to sit in a chair? Mm-hmm. Oh, shit.
Yeah, okay. So Gertrude made Sylvia a plaything, allowing her kids to beat Sylvia and push her down the stairs and stuff. You know, playful kid shit. Some people say Gertrude was...
Flashback to my life.
That's awful. Some people say that Gertrude was jealous of Sylvia's beauty and youthfulness. Some also say her hard life of abuse and poverty caused a mental break. Either way, she's a piece of shit.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it's both.
Oh, yeah.
She was obviously a jealous fucking bitch. Like, you,
dude.
if you're not jealous, you would not act like this towards someone. Like, you have some fucking issues.
And it's fucking crazy that it's only targeted against one of the sisters.
Yeah, that's what. Like, if it's only toward one, like, that's some fucking.
And it's the older one, Jenny. Jenny was the younger one, and she also had polio.
Mm-hmm.
She had gotten polio, and then she had to use, like, leg braces for it.
Okay.
So the day after Sylvia got kicked in the crotch, she was fucking pissed and spread a rumor about Gertrude's daughters, Stephanie and Paula, that she saw them having sex for money. When Stephanie's boyfriend, Coy Hubbard, found out, he came over and also beat Sylvia.
He did?
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on with all these people?
It gets fucking worse. It gets worse.
Why is everyone in this story just an outrageous dick?
Yeah, and then from there on out, he'd come over and practice his jujitsu on her. Another thing...
Wait, don't just casually go over it. Yeah, I just came over and practiced my jujitsu on a person. The fuck?
I think she was 16.
Jesus
Sylvia was 16.
Fucking Christ, dude.
Yeah. Another thing, Gertrude started telling Sylvia's friends that Sylvia had said their mothers were whores, pitting her friends against her and making them beat her as well. One time, she even tried to get Jenny to punch her sister in the face, and when Jenny refused, Gertrude began hitting her repeatedly in the face until Jenny finally agreed to hit her own sister. It's fucked, dude.
Well, this is upsetting.
So, I think later on in, like, either August or September, there was a vacant house next to the Baniszewski home, and some new neighbors called... I forgot their first names. Their last name was Vermillion.
Vermillion?
Again, a fake name.
That's not a real name.
Yeah, I wrote the Vermillions, weird-ass name.
Isn't that like an animal or something?
Maybe, I don't know.
Keep talking. I'm looking at Vermillion. I know I've heard that word before.
Anyways, they invited the family over for a barbecue to get to know each other. It might be, actually. Mrs. Vermillion, noticed Sylvia was wandering around the yard and that she had a big black eye. Paula proudly announced that she had given her that black eye. Shortly after this, Mrs. V saw Paula throw a cup of steaming hot water in Sylvia's face. Jesus. Tell me why nothing was reported.
Oh, nothing? Oh,
nothing.
Awesome. I will report this, though. Vermilion is a color.
Oh, it is.
It's sometimes spelled vermilion. Is both a brilliant red or scarlet pigment originally made from the powdered mineral cinnabar and the corresponding color. Go on.
Okay, so about 2 months later, Mrs. V went next door to the Baniszewski house to borrow something. Within the short time she was there, she saw Sylvia wandering around the house with swollen lips and a black eye so bad it was swollen shut. To demonstrate how this happened, Paula grabbed a belt and began beating Sylvia with it. In front of Mrs. V, dude.
Wait, which one was Paula now? I'm having trouble.
The oldest sister. Yeah, okay. I know. There's a lot of fucking kids.
Names.
There's a lot of fucking kids.
Okay.
I think Paula was the pregnant one.
Okay.
Or maybe Stephanie. I'm not sure. Though they're all fucked. Anyways. Once again, nothing fucking reported. Soon after this, Sylvia had told Gertrude that she needed a sweatsuit for gym class, obviously not being able to afford it. Sylvia stole one. Once Gertrude found out, she somehow switched topics, throwing Sylvia on the floor, calling her a prostitute again, and then, switching back to the original topic, she burned the tips of her fingers with a lit cigarette.
What is with all of this prostitute talk? Why is everyone just calling each other a prostitute all the time?
Because I think Gertrude had, like, some serious guilt about getting with that 27-year-old man. Mm-hmm. And I think he was married.
Wait, I thought he was like 23.
27, 23, whatever. How old it was.
The weird dude, right?
Yeah, Dennis.
The one that was all mad about the... Yeah.
No. That was her second husband, Guthrie. He doesn't ever come up again. But yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She then let all the smokers in the home put their cigs out on her as a reminder not to steal. And this is when it gets very bad, so trigger warning as fuck.
This like kid stuff, or what is it?
It's sexual abuse.
Okay. Like toward kids or just in general?
Toward Sylvia.
Okay.
Sometime
and how old is Sylvia at this time?
16.
16, okay.
Sometime soon after, Sylvia recycled some soda bottles for money, and what do you know it, Gertie was pissed. Once again calling her a prostitute, and I repeat, trigger warning, making her strip in the living room in front of her sons and the neighborhood boys, making her masturbate with one of the Coke bottles. She threatened to beat Jenny if Sylvia did not do this. It's fucked, dude. I can't. This shit makes me want to fucking cry. After this horrible incident, Sylvia lost control of her bladder, which resulted in Gertrude locking her in the basement. There was no bathroom down there, so Sylvia was forced to go on herself and the floor. When Gertrude learned about this, she decided to bathe Sylvia. These baths consisted of Sylvia having her hands and feet tied and being dunked into scalding hot water. Paula would sometimes rub salt on Sylvia, like after her baths, just like dry salt. I don't know, I need to catch my breath though. Gertrude's kids began charging people a nickel to come stare at Sylvia's naked body and or throw her down the stairs.
Wait a second. I think I have heard of this before. I've heard of this part. For fucking sure.
Yep. Sylvia was kept constantly naked and rarely ever fed. When she was fed, it'd be shit like soup, but she was made to eat it with her hands.
Oh my god.
Gertie and her 12-year-old would sometimes make Sylvia clean up the basement, making her eat her own feces, and she was given a container to collect her urine and then made to drink it.
That's so fucking gross.
It's heavy shit, dude.
I mean, no one likes that except for Gigi Allen.
Right.
That's just wrong.
Jenny managed to get into contact with their oldest sister, Diana. Diana was married and had a family of her own. Jenny wrote a letter telling Diana all about the abuse and torture and neglect. Diana decided to ignore this letter, thinking that Jenny just didn't like the way that they were being punished and that it was just a lie, so that Jenny and Sylvia could go and live with her. Shortly after, one of the neighborhood kids named Judy came over and witnessed what was happening. She went home and told her mom that they were beating and kicking Sylvia. Her mother said that that's just how punishment worked.
What the fuck?
Yep.
So it's just a bunch of just people that are with what's going on.
There is so many fucking witnesses, dude.
Where did this all go? You said Louisiana?
Many. No, Indiana.
Same thing. Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
Yep. And then another witness.
I don't know if I've heard this story exactly itself, but I've definitely at least heard
inklings.
A retelling of it, or like a TV show depicting what happened.
No, there was another movie about it called An American Crime. I don't know if you've seen that.
I've had to have seen something on it because this sounds so fucking familiar. Mm-hmm. It sounds really familiar.
And then yet another witness comes around. The family's reverend came over. During having coffee with Gertrude, she had told him that Sylvia was a huge burden and she was a prostitute and slept with married men, even though her asshat of a daughter, Paula, was hella pregnant. So yeah, Paula was a pregnant one. She insisted it was because Sylvia had rubbed off on her pure daughter. So Diana finally decides to visit her sisters, but when she did, Gertrude wouldn't allow her in the home. Gertrude said she had spoken to Lester, the girl's dad, and he said not to allow Diana in the home and told her that she'd call the cops for trespassing. Diana left but hid nearby the house waiting. Jenny then came outside, but when Diana approached her, she said she wasn't allowed to talk to her and ran away. I'm pretty sure Jenny was so scared of Gertrude that she just didn't want to fucking piss her off.
Well, I mean, honestly, I'd be fucking terrified of her too.
Yeah.
She seems awful.
This raised concerns, and Diana then contacted social services. Upon the social worker arriving, Gertrude told them she had kicked Sylvia out for being a prostitute before, but now she has ran away. Gertrude somehow got Jenny alone and told her that if she said anything, she'd be joining her sister in the basement. Jenny then agreed that Sylvia ran away, and the social worker left, making a statement that no more calls were needed to the home.
Dude, I swear to God, this story is I'm trying to figure out where I fucking watched this or heard this.
It's pretty well known.
Because I have heard of this before. Everything you're saying now is just oh my God. Okay, go on.
On October 20th, Gertrude called the cops on a boy named Robert Hamlin for attempting to break into her home. Robert stated that her kids had stolen from his basement and earlier that day had demanded his stuff back. When Gertie refused, he came back and tried breaking in. The next-door neighbor, Mrs. V, saw the cops and then spoke on Robert's behalf, saying that she heard the argument between him and Gertrude earlier that day. Still didn't mention Sylvia.
Nice.
On October 21st, Gertrude told...
And this was one of the girls that knew about Sylvia.
Yeah.
So she's
talking
about a fucking dude breaking in, but doesn't mention the fact that...
She's talking about the argument, but not the fact that there's a fucking...
Someone's being severely beaten and tortured.
Yeah, dude, it's it's nuts.
That's awesome. Thanks a lot. What's her name?
Mrs. V. I forgot what her
Mrs.
first name
V.
was. Yeah, I didn't write her first name because it's already a long-ass fucking name. Whatever. So, on October 21st, Gertrude told John Coy Jr. and Stephanie to bring Sylvia upstairs. Now, John Coy Jr., I'm not sure if that was Stephanie's boyfriend or... there was nothing else about him from what I was reading, just his name. Yeah, they were told to bring Sylvia upstairs and that if she could hold her pee in, she would be allowed to sleep upstairs again. Sylvia obviously couldn't hold it, and when Gertrude found out, she was made to go into the living room and repeat the Coke bottle incident.
Oh, God.
After that happened, she got dressed, and Gertrude began yelling at her for the rumors she had spread about her daughters, saying, "You've branded my daughters, now I'm going to brand you." Sylvia was made to strip once again. She was then tied up and gagged. One of the kids heated up a sewing needle, and Gertrude and others began writing, "I'm a prostitute," and proud of it on Sylvia's stomach.
Oh my fucking God.
Branding it in her fucking stomach, dude. Gertrude left the room satisfied. Some other kids began tattooing an S on her chest. But the 11-year-old child choked and accidentally carved a fucking 3. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Gertrude re-entered the room, Sylvia still bound and gagged. Gertrude said, "What are you going to do now, Sylvia? You can't get married now. You can't get undressed in front of anyone. What are you going to do now?" Sylvia was then ungagged and dressed and said, "I guess there's nothing I can do. It's on there now."
What the fuck?
She was taken back to the basement. Later on, Jenny would sneak down to the basement to visit her sister. That's when Sylvia said, "I'm going to die, I can tell." Shortly after Jenny's visit, Gertrude and one of her daughters brought Sylvia upstairs, where she was allowed to sleep in one of the beds till 12 the next day. The next day, Gertrude woke Sylvia up, and her and Stephanie gave her a warm, soapy bath. Gertrude then prompted Sylvia to write a letter saying, "I went with a gang of boys in the middle of the night, and they said they would pay me if I gave them something. So I got in the car, and they all got what they wanted. And when they got finished, they beat me up and left sores on my face and all over my body.
Oh, my fucking
And they
God.
also put on my stomach, I am a prostitute and proud of it." This is the letter that Gertrude made Sylvia write. "I have done just about everything I could do to make Gertrude mad and cause Gertrude more money than she's got. I've tore up a new mattress and peed on it. I have also cost Gertie doctor bills that she can't pay and made Gertie a nervous wreck and all her kids."
She made her write Gertie?
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah, this is quoted. Like, I copied and pasted this.
That's fucking gross.
Yeah. For whatever reason, Gertrude didn't make Sylvia sign this letter, and after this letter ordeal, Gertie was coming up with a plan for one of the kids named John, and then Jenny to take Sylvia to a dumpster and leave her there to die. When Sylvia overheard this, she ran for the front door, but she couldn't make it because obviously she was... dude, she was beaten all day, every day.
Oh, I'm sure she had fucking, malnutrition and shit at this point, too, because dude, she was barely being fucking fed.
It was fucking bad.
Oh, my God.
Gertrude took her into the kitchen and tried to feed her toast, but Sylvia couldn't swallow. When she told Gertrude this, she began beating Sylvia in the mouth with a curtain rod. Then once more was taken into the basement. It's fucking awful, dude. On October 24th, Gertie went down into the basement with intentions of bludgeoning Sylvia. She tried to beat her with a chair, but missed, and also beating her with a paddle. And also tried beating her with a paddle, but also missed, blacking her own eye.
Wait.
This is how dumb these fucking people were, dude.
She tried to hit her with a paddle, and she missed and hit herself in the eye?
Mm-hmm. Gave herself a black eye.
How do you even do that? How are you that uncoordinated?
I was reading that
I'm glad you are,
she arched it so high, somehow it fucking hit her in the eye, because I'm pretty sure she was, Sylvia was probably on the floor, and then, Gertrude went to go fucking, hit her and just went, it hit herself in the fucking face, like an idiot.
What a fucking dumbass. Yep. I'm glad you hit yourself, but, you're so stupid.
Sylvia was then beaten unconscious with a broomstick. Over the course of the night and into the early morning, Sylvia pounded the basement floor with, the bottom part of a shovel, the shovel part of a shovel. Neighbors heard this, but again, didn't call the police.
Oh, my God. What is Gertrude's fucking issue with her to be this fucking sadistic? Jeez, what did she do to you?
She's fucked, dude.
Oh, my God.
On October 26th, Gertie said she wanted to give Sylvia a bath. 2 of the kids brought her upstairs and put her in a warm bath fully clothed, but realized she wasn't breathing. One of the kids performed CPR, but Sylvia was already dead.
God, that sucks.
Yeah. Gertrude told her kids to take Sylvia's body to the basement and strip it naked, and told some guy named Hobbs to go to a payphone and call the police. Upon the police's arrival, Gertie gave them the letter that she made Sylvia write, and somehow Jenny whispered into one of the cops' ears, "Get me out of here and I'll tell you everything."
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. This, along with the way Sylvia was found, prompted them to arrest Gertrude and her shit-ass kids.
Yeah.
As well as some of the neighborhood kids who were arrested on injury to a person.
Okay, if anyone knows about, if anyone knows about this chick and knows what she is in and, what is based off of her, please message me, because the more Bree is talking about this story, I know I've heard this somewhere, but I know it wasn't...
You can probably look it up and find, movies and shows and shit.
Probably. I don't think it was a direct, documentary on her or something. I think it was a rendition or, a dramatization of her story, because I specifically remember reading or watching something about, all the neighborhood kids coming in and just, beating the shit out of, a little girl in a home.
Throwing her down the stairs, beating the shit out of her, burning her, dude,
I know I've heard the story, and I can't remember where.
It was fucking, it's super sad.
It's terrible.
Gertrude and the others were being held without bail.
Good.
Meanwhile, Sylvia's autopsy revealed over 100 cigarette burns,
along
with several second and third degree burns, severe bruising, and muscle and nerve damage.
Oh my God.
Trigger warning for sexual abuse.
Jesus.
Her vaginal cavity was nearly swollen shut.
What?
From the Coke bottle.
Oh my God.
And it was kind of briefly said in all the stuff that I was reading that Gertrude had assisted in the Coke bottle.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me at all. I'm sure she fucking did.
Yeah.
Sick fucking bitch.
Her official cause of death was swelling of the brain, internal hemorrhaging of the brain, and shock.
Oh my god. Mm-hmm. What the fuck?
The trial took place during May of 1966. The prosecution sought the death penalty for all who were involved, including a 14 and 15-year-old.
So you know anything about, like, the interrogation or anything? Or, like, how they, like, for sure found...
I'm getting to it.
Okay.
The children's attorneys would try and shift the blame onto Gertrude, and Gertrude's attorney would shift the blame onto the children, saying she was too ill to cause this much abuse.
Yeah.
Sylvia's daughter, Marie, was called to the stand, and Marie was 11. So, yeah, Marie was, like, first backing up. She was backing up her mom's innocence. But during cross-examination, she screamed, "God help me," before admitting she lied about everything and went on to recount everything the family had done to Sylvia.
Oh, wait, no. That's the 11-year-old.
The 11-year-old daughter. Gertrude was found guilty of first-degree murder and sadly did not get the death penalty, but life in prison without parole.
Oh, I'd rather she get that.
Years later, she would appeal the case and be granted 18 years to life. It's said that she was a star prisoner, joining sewing groups and acting as a prison mom.
Oh, fuck her.
Are you fucking kidding me? This shocked Indiana, and petitions went out to keep her behind bars, but ultimately she was paroled.
What?
She walked out of prison. She walked out of prison December 4th, 1985, went to Iowa, and changed her name to Nadine Van Fossen, where she died of lung cancer in 1990.
Are you fucking kidding? How do you let her out?
Most of her kids changed their names and moved out of state as well. I hope they burn in hell.
You're telling me they all just got fucking away with it, pretty much.
Pretty much. Well,
wait, how long was Gertrude in jail for? You said.
She got out in 84, and she was arrested in 66.
Oh my fucking. That's not.
Yeah, but no. So one of the 3 of the kids got manslaughter charges, and I think Paula did 3 years.
Wait, they got manslaughter and they got out?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
How does that even work?
I don't know. But yeah, 3 of the kids got manslaughter charges. I think Paula was in there for 3 years, and then the younger kids, the 14 and 15-year-old, were in there for 18 months. And then I think one of the sons, either the 14 or the 15-year-old, he was like now like 21, and he suffered like he had a mental break from all the shit that he fucking did, and he became like a heavy chain smoker, and then he died of lung cancer as well.
What did Gertrude get convicted of?
First-degree murder.
First-degree murder? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's no fucking happy ending in this.
There is no happy ending.
Okay, that's cool.
Jenny and her parents went to court for Gertrude's appeal when she got 18 years to life, or when she got paroled or whatever, and they were like, no, fucking keep her in there. They were all fucking crying. I think it was broadcasted too, but I couldn't find the video. Jesus fuck, dude. Yeah. It's fucking awful, dude. It's considered one of the most heinous crimes in American history.
Yeah, it's fucking terrible. What? And it's obviously all just over complete jealousy. Over complete jealousy and just being a bitch. She was fucking mental, dude. She had some fucking mental issues, and then her daughters got pregnant because they had a shitty mother, and then she was pissed that her daughters were pregnant but couldn't do anything to her own kids. So these 2 girls came in, and she decided to take it out on Sylvia. Sounds a little close to home. So yeah, rest in peace, Sylvia Marie Likens. Yeah, that's fucking terrible. That's a really awful life to live. That's fucking so sad, dude. Yeah, she was just beaten every day, never fed, and then what I don't understand is why, if they were beating her every day and kicking the shit out of her and everything, why were there occasionally warm soapy baths? Did Gertrude start feeling bad maybe? Well, did she never was really let to leave the house, right? No. Okay. No. Gertrude said, I read somewhere, when it was probably just a fucking control thing, dude. It was probably just something that made her feel happy. I don't know. When she was getting paroled, Gertrude said that she doesn't remember meeting Sylvia, that she was on drugs, and that she never even knew Sylvia. Okay. And she takes responsibility for everything that happened to her. She says she was on drugs, as in Gertrude was? Gertrude was on drugs. What drugs? I don't know. She just said, I was on drugs. I never met Sylvia. Never knew her. Was she known for doing drugs? No. Does anything? I didn't read anything else. Oh, so she's just fucking lying. She was just a heavy smoker. Yeah, she's just fucking lying. Yeah. Okay.
An awful fucking woman who looks like a live-action skeleton with makeup on.
Pepper is barking. I'm sorry. I don't know. On the bad thing, the only thing I can think of is maybe she was trying to do like good cop, bad cop on her with herself.
Maybe.
I don't fucking know. Like I
don't know. It's either like she started feeling bad, or like you said, it was a control thing. Like it made her feel like a good person or something like that for giving this
in her own fucked up mind.
And then I guess the S that they were like trying to carve on her chest.
Yeah.
But it ended up being a 3.
Mm-hmm.
The kids never clarified whether it was supposed to be an S for Sylvia or an S for slave.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, that made me fucking sad.
Dude, and an 11-year-old carved that on her fucking chest.
Oh my god, dude. And is that the 11-year-old that went to like testify and stuff?
No, it was an 11-year-old boy. I think it was.
That's what I thought. Okay.
It was one of the neighborhood sons or something like that.
Jesus.
But yeah,
dude.
These like the younger kids, they were pretty much written off. Mm-hmm. I guess I don't think they should have been. I think they should have went to juvie.
But it was a bunch of different neighborhood kids that she brought in, right? There was
it was way too many names.
See, I know I have heard this somewhere. Please, like, you guys that are listening, please send me messages and tell me like every single thing that you know about that this chick is in, or like that's based off of her, because I need to find where I saw this, because I know I did. I know I've heard this somewhere.
Are you sure you haven't watched any of the movies?
I'll go look them up and I'll go watch them and I'll see for sure. But I don't know. I don't think so. I feel like it was like a rendition of it.
And I think the Girl Next Door, or Girl Next Door, whatever it's called, I think the ending to that movie is like not right. So I don't I remember watching that movie and this sounds exactly like it because it took place in the 60s.
Okay.
So I don't really know if it's like exactly based on this case or just like a dramatization or whatever, but An American Crime, it's either a documentary or an actual movie about this.
Okay. I'm going to have to look those up and watch them later because I'm very interested in this now.
Yeah. They don't hold back on shit.
Yeah.
Well, at least I know A Girl Next Door doesn't. It's wild.
That is so sad, honestly. That is fucking wild.
Shit, had a lump in my throat this whole fucking time, dude.
Oh, God. Yeah, I was just thinking of her ugly fucking face this whole time.
Could you imagine that terrifying fucking woman?
She is honestly scary looking.
Living with her,
she
dude?
is fucking scary looking.
This shit makes me want to fucking cry, dude. I feel so bad for Jenny, too, because I know Jenny was, like, too scared to do anything about it. But, like, and then I'm pretty sure, like, Gertrude would, like, threaten Sylvia that she was going to hurt Jenny if she did this, and Sylvia did all these things in order for Jenny not to get hurt.
Well, fuck, that was a wild case.
It was a wild case.
Do you have anything else, or is that about
that's
the end
pretty
of it?
much it.
Jesus, dude.
Got everything.
What was her last name again? Gertrude
Baniszewski.
Baniszewski.
But she changed her name to Nadine Van Fossen. And then she would, she also went, like, after that Dennis guy, because he was, like, much younger, and I think he was married. After they split, she started going by Mrs. Wright in order to keep, like, her reputation up.
Oh.
That, like, she didn't have 2 kids and wasn't married. Shit like that. I don't know.
Okay, well, you got, like, 9, so, like, calm down, Gertrude.
She would have had 13. Oh, Can you imagine?
Jesus.
Yeah, because she had 7 kids and 6 miscarriages.
The fuck?
Wild.
Yeah, well, I guess it makes sense now why you said, like, it's kind of okay that she had miscarriages, because she probably would have destroyed all of her children.
All of them.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, all of the kids, I'm pretty sure, suffer from fucking some type of mental illness.
Oh, 100%.
Wait a minute. Stephanie actually became...
And some of them are probably still alive to this day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have to be.
Stephanie became a school teacher. Can you fucking believe that?
Wait.
She changed her name and became a school teacher.
Yeah, that's really upsetting that she was allowed to
dude.
do that and no one stopped that and no one like looked into it and was like, hey, you probably shouldn't be a teacher after fucking abusing children.
I just hope all these fucking kids who like got out within like 3 years or 18 months or whatever, like really suffer from like severe depression and have thoughts of suicide. I wish that upon nobody except for these fucking kids.
I'm not gonna...
Like, they were old enough to know exactly what the fuck they were doing, dude.
I'm not gonna spoil the movie Ready or Not, but if anyone's seen the movie Ready or Not, I hope the ending of that movie happens to everyone involved in this case.
Fucking true, dude.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
It's heavy shit, man.
Yeah, well, this was a fucking doozy. Thanks for covering this, Brie, because it was very interesting.
You were in for a treat.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look this up later because I know I just want to. Like, I'm gonna watch like everything on this after this because I'm interested, but I want to find exactly where I first heard of this because it's fucking bugging me now.
Dude, yeah, like, I had completely forgotten about, like, anything about this until, like, I was watching Bailey Sarian. By the way, if you guys want to subscribe to her YouTube, it's just Bailey Sarian.
How do you spell Sarian?
It's Bailey, and then Sarian is Sarian.
Yeah, I'm glad you spelled that because I had like 3 different spellings for Syrian in my mind, and none of them were that.
She does like pretty good makeup, and she just talks about true crime, and she's fucking hilarious, dude. I love her. And Emma showed me her.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Good old Emma showed me her. But yeah, I was like listening to her episode, and
shout out to Lord Farquaad. Did you see that time Emma posted a picture of herself and she was like, when you gotta be a Lord Farquaad by this time? And what was it? Fucking like Mike from Stranger Things? Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Oh, my God.
No one even knows what we're talking about except for Emma, but I don't fucking care. That was fucking funny.
I love you, Emma. But yeah, I was like listening to her episode and I was like, wait a fucking minute. I've seen a movie about this. And then I started looking into it like fucking crazy and I was like, yep, this is my episode.
Well, good shit, Brie. That was a really good episode. That was very interesting. It was very interesting.
I fucking ran out of breath because I was so like reading so fast. I don't know why.
Like this whole time, Brie was like trying to speed read her stuff and just like get all out at once. And then she kept telling me to stop. She was like, "Hold on, I need to breathe." I was like, you could breathe like in between talking. Like you could just like say a sentence and then just like breathe.
I don't know why. Like,
and she was like, "No, I can't."
My anxiety was sky high, you guys. Never. My fight or flight mode was activated.
Well, you did great, bud. So that's the end of this episode, guys. Thank you very much for listening and for being a part of this. If you want to find us on Patreon and give us a little money and give us a little donation, you can donate at patreon.com/horrorsoup. Any fucking donation is awesome. Like, even if you donate one time, $1, that's awesome. Like, anything is very cool. We'll thank you on an episode or whatnot. If you want to rate us 5 stars on iTunes, we will send you stickers. Email us at horrorsoup@yahoo.com. Send us a screenshot of your review. You have to do an actual review because otherwise I don't really have any way of proving it if you just do the 5 stars.
What if they just do 5 stars and then write poop? Will that get them a sticker? Yeah, can I review my own podcast? Can I do that?
Don't be a douche. So yeah, guys, if you want to do that, rate us 5 stars, give us a nice little review. If you give me a shitty review, I'm not going to send you a sticker, but send me a screenshot of the review at horrorsoup@yahoo.com and just make the subject like, just sticker or something just so it's easier for me to find.
A sticker.
Our Instagram is at horrorsoup podcast. We have a Facebook again now actually too, and that's also at horrorsoup podcast. I'll like get on like fucking updating it regularly at some point.
I check it sometimes. I get message alerts when people message on there.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I don't even.
We have like one message.
I don't even like know how to check the messages. Like I did, but
it pops up on your messenger.
It doesn't pop up on mine.
Oh, it does on mine.
It does not.
I linked mine. I think you gotta go and link it.
I tried doing.
Like it doesn't pop up as messenger. It'll take you to like the page and then do it like that.
Oh, yeah, I did something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. If you want to find our letterbox, I am at horrorsoup Caleb. Bree's at horrorsoup Bree. She barely uses hers, but I'm trying to...
Hey, I've been using it, all right?
Have you? You started using it more?
Yeah, last movie I watched, I put it on there.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. I'm trying to, like, remind her and stuff and get her in it, because it's a lot of fun, honestly, guys. If you guys aren't on Letterboxd, go make a fucking letterbox because it's so fun. If you want to see like how I review a movie before we talk about it on the podcast, like I review absolutely every single thing that I watch. Like
I reviewed Ma 3 stars and then we talked about it and I was like, yeah, this movie sucks.
Dude, I reviewed Ma. I rated 2 stars and then I went back and I fixed it and I put on 1 star after we talked about it. I was fucking pissed.
It was entertaining though.
Last thing I want to plug is Floor Popcorn. That's my other podcast. We haven't uploaded anything in a while, but we're gonna soon. I'm going over to like Roland's house like tomorrow to discuss some business shit and figure some shit out.
We talking business.
He really doesn't want. We have an episode actually recorded that we've had recorded for like 3 months now.
But he doesn't like it or what?
No, it's not that he doesn't want me to put it out. He thinks it's too disgusting for the internet.
What do you mean?
We're talking about a Serbian film.
Raunchy? Oh.
But you know what? I don't think there's a lot of podcasts on that movie.
Oh, there is.
Just, yeah,
okay. I'm never listening to those.
There's a lot of shit on that movie. Like everyone talks. He's just like, I don't want anyone to know that I saw that. But you know what, Roland? Newsflash. Now everyone knows you saw it, dick. So hopefully he'll let me put it out now.
How come you didn't do the vision board for my episode? Or is that my responsibility?
I didn't know what you were doing. Oh wait, no, you did tell me what you were doing.
Yeah, we could have done that. It's okay.
I'll vision board it for the picture tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, you didn't even look at it during the old episode. So
no, you're right. I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't. So that's everything. Thank you guys. I'm Caleb here with Bree.
Bye.